Hey everyone! So today I am filming a video that I have been talking about filming for many months, and it is the Going Natural with Me collaboration that I am doing with Brianna at I Love Jessie 444. I just filmed this video a few minutes ago and I went off on a tangent and I was like, you know what? We're just gonna condense that and get more to the point because I really kind of just went off into the distance, you know? We've mentioned it before about doing a collaboration, and we were talking about this in the summer. We are finally doing it, and I want to be clear on what the purpose is, and I didn't write down all these notes, so I'm going to try to be as clear as possible. I really wish that I could really talk with you guys, have a conversation so that I could be clear, but I know you're like, wait a second, you just busted out this whole cruelty-free thing, and that is still important, but I feel this is important too. The difference that I feel the two have is going cruelty-free, you are putting your foot down against cruelty towards animals who do not have a choice. I don't think there's any animal that's oh, so-and-so company is testing on products this week, I think I'll sign up for that. What we do with our bodies is our choice, and while I think that we should be treating our bodies with respect and treating it well and nurturing our bodies, it's a personal choice. I hope that we all choose to take care of our bodies and take care of our earth. So most of our products have chemicals and toxins in them, and those chemicals and toxins go into our water system, they go into our soil, and I won't get into all the crazy talk about it, but we are destroying our earth and we should probably treat it a little bit better. Personally, and hopefully people will get there. I'm not trying to be all hippy dippy, but it's just a true fact of just the way things are going. As far as our bodies, people are getting sicker and sicker and sicker. And a lot of people want to take medicine, and we want to buy the magic beauty product to cure a lot of our ailments. And those ailments aren't completely based on just having a pill or something that just magically happens. These things happen because of the way we treat our body, what we're feeding our body and what we're putting on our body. I do feel like a lot of it really does start from the inside out, what we feed our body. We are really just eating some serious junk. I do believe it starts there. And a lot of skin conditions can be helped by the way that we eat and all that. I'm not saying that everybody's skin problems would go away. There are actual skin problems, but a lot of them can be fixed. I'm not a doctor. This is just based on research I've done and from what I've seen from other people, including myself. I do have an issue with food that I am trying to fix, and that is a slow process. So the other thing that I feel is important, not only what we put in our body, but what we put on our body. A lot of the product that we put on our body is actually absorbed into our body. So all of these products that we are using to wash our face and to moisturize our skin and to brush our teeth and to put on our lips contain chemicals that are big contributors to cancer. And I think a lot of times we just buy products, we don't even look at the ingredients. And if you really do take the time to look at the ingredients, plug them into the internet and see what they are, you will find a lot of disturbing information. But because they're tested and you're oh, well, it's just this little small amount, but if you're using all of this stuff all the time, it really isn't just this much of an amount, it's not just some small thing. And it'll come down sometimes to a risk versus benefit scenario where some people may not want to take a certain medication because they're wow, that's a really heavy medication, I don't want to put that on my body. But if the difference between the medication and you taking it and not taking it is that you live or die, the benefits of taking that medication are higher than the risks of what that medicine has. We grow up and it's in this where it's just there, you buy it, whatever. We don't think about it. We kind of get tunnel vision, and I know that it's going to be a hard habit to break, because a lot of times more natural products aren't as easy to get. Now, that's not said in authority at all, because I don't know that much, and that's why we're doing this collaboration, is that I do want to live a more natural lifestyle. And Brianna has been living a natural lifestyle for a few years now, and she has a lot of information. But I've watched her videos multiple times where she talks about the chemicals that you want to stay away from, what you want to look for when you're shopping. And even though I watch them time and time again, and sometimes like I'll write them down, it doesn't stick 100%. A couple of them do. You know, I have a couple of them where I see a certain ingredient and I know one of them is sulfates. And I will think, okay, that's not good. But there's so much information that I cannot cram all of that into my head. So we talked about it, and we think it'd be a really great idea to do something slow. And because I want to live a more natural lifestyle, and I'm going to do it anyways, I'm going to document it. And what we will do is I'm going to express a certain product that I want to change in my life. And for example, the first one that I want to change is my body wash. So Brianna is going to make a video, and she is going to say like what to look for in a body wash, what products to steer away from, key ingredients that, you know, will send some signals. And the other thing is, like, there are ingredients where it's this ingredient, but different companies use a different name, but it's the same ingredient. So to kind of like help, and it'll be like that product specific, so where I'm not looking at this big, huge, just like different world, but where I can focus on that product. And as I slowly learn that information and I start shopping, and I'm looking at those things, hopefully that'll start to stick, and that will help me to slowly build that information and be able to make changes easier with different things. And if any of you want to do this with me, I think that would be great. Or something that I will do is, when I make that change to that product, I am going to test them out and see how I like them. So there won't be like a set day that I make a review video. It will depend on the product, because I do want to make sure that I give the product a chance, and that I give it enough time to where what I feel like my opinion is the true, honest opinion. I don't want to do something too soon and then realize a week later that I really don't like the product. But I will review the product and tell you what I think, and, you know, tell you what I was using before, what I'm using now, what I think about the two. And then I'm going to pick a new product to move on to. And then Brianna will then do the same thing, where for that specific item, she will put a video out on what to look for. And these are videos that I'm going to watch, because I'm going to be taking this information with me when I'm shopping. But I think it's going to be great for you to watch them. So she's giving you that information piece by piece, and it's not something that is so overwhelming, because it really is a big, big change. And I'm ready for it. I know that it's going to be a long process. It's not going to be something that in a month I am just like all natural. The hardest things that I know will be for me to change will be makeup and hair. Not like hair products, but I highlight my hair. As I get older, my hair gets darker. I like being a blonde. I like to highlight my hair. So like that might be something that I cling on to, where I'm like risk versus benefit type thing, where if like my hair is the only thing that like I cling on to, but I'm living a more natural lifestyle in those other areas of my life, then I've already made a complete change in my life, and I'm not exposing myself to these bad things. I'm really excited about this, because I know that I'm making a change that's better for me, and I'm already like, I'm so aware of what I put on my daughter, and I've been careful about that ever since pregnancy. When I found out I was pregnant, like boom, I stopped Like, I questioned everything I was putting in my body. If I was using like acne wash at the time, and my doctor said like, stop using that, you need to find an alternative, because we absorb things into our skin, and when you're pregnant, what you absorb into your body, what you eat, goes to your baby. I'm going to be putting those videos up together. We're both really excited. We really want to get the information out there. She's very, very passionate, and like, I admire her because she really made a radical change in her life, like pretty quickly. Mine is going to be slower, but for those of us who aren't quite ready to be like, you know what, I'm just gonna toss everything away and start all over, this may be a good thing to kind of just take this journey with me, slowly making changes and becoming comfortable in those changes rather than just being overwhelmed. And that's how I feel a lot of time when I'm making changes, is I feel very overwhelmed by the amount of information that there is out there and the amount of change that I need to make. So slow process, good. Make sure that you are subscribed to her if you are not already. She has a wealth of knowledge, and if you've watched any of my videos, you already know that I love her because I talk about her a lot. And I hope these videos will be helpful to you guys, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.